Hello and welcome back to Trails Through Daybreak. So in the last episode, we did some more side quests, mostly because we met Jin, who forced guild work on us, and so we had to help with that. We did 2 side quests and learned a little bit about Dingo and Marielle while we saved her from the wanted monster we were tasked with. So that is most of the recap, except for right now, someone is following us. We're just going around to sweet shops, but it's like kind of a cover to like drag whoever's following us out. I can only imagine, based on, you know, the previous episodes, editing them, that it's that girl, but I don't know why it would be. But they showed her in the beginning of the chapter, and we haven't seen her since. So maybe it's the Jaeger girl. Are you gonna let me? You're gonna let me walk around? Okay. Well, hold on. We have some people to talk to here. Use 50 support. Oh. Okay. Anything else? That's it. I do want to go double check the previous areas really quick on my own, so give me a moment. I knew it. I knew I forgot to buy anything from her. She knows red, ginger ale, and spicy salami. After doing the previous episode, I remember I just walked away. I haven't even talked to her yet. I just walked away after the scene.
Thank you.
You have 8K? Oh, nice. I got your favorite flavor of gelato today, Van. Would you like some to go? You know me too well. Don't forget to stop by the Herbal Cafe in front of the station on our way back. Huh? Do they have new stuff too? I wonder. Also, how did I not? Oh, because I can't get in the church. Right, I did try this, but I couldn't get in here. Okay, let me go check over here. Okay, we also have a bunch of sepiths, so I figured why not open up something else, specifically probably for Anya's, because more EP is always good. So that is 20 more EP, that is 40 more. I'm going to go with this. Wait, yeah, we can't afford that. And that was all we could afford. You can't open these, right? You already have that one. That one? No, they're very expensive. Okay. I just wanted to open that up. I also bought the 2 missing plugins that I had here, so Shadow Spear and Saint Arrow. So I think we have everything. Oh, wait, I also got... Wait, I don't need you for that. No.
Modifying your ornament, are you?
I got a crit that I would like to put in here to see if we can get gifted start. What is gifted? Insight for 1 turn. Yeah. Because that is more wind. If I get time in here. Chance of slowing enemies when attacking. Ooh, that would be good. Command battle mode. What is command battle mode? That's something we haven't seen yet. 100% we have not seen that. Huh. Yeah, because there's field battle and then there... Wait, well, actually, no. That command battle could just be another term for deploying the shards, because it's not called, like, shard battle or something. Yeah, it's probably just command battle.
Do you have any preferences?
I think I'm just crazy.
Thanks for coming
also, I didn't talk to you. Here's your order, our seasonal latte. Thank you, and be careful not to burn yourself. Hope you enjoy it, and do come back soon. I'd love to see you here as a regular. Aren't we already? Okay, one more thing.
Whew,
Eat.
I am stuffed.
Eat, drink. I hope that was non-alcoholic, because I just gave it to her. Okay, so now we've eaten everything. We should be good to go.
Then let's head over.
All right, we got people to talk to. Oh, hi, Van. And hi, Agnes. Welcome back. Thank you. Oh, are you going somewhere, Paulette? There are some, ingredients we need. So she's going to Centre March in the 9th District. You are? Man, I would have given you a ride if I had the time. Sorry about that. Oh, not a problem. It's just a short bus ride away. Yume, be a good girl and stay here with Grandpa, okay? Okay, come back soon, Mommy. Are you guys still working? Dinner's almost ready. Come on and get back before it's cold. Good work, you two. Your faces tell me you were really working hard out there. I'll whip up some food for you so you can come inside to wait for it. Maybe I'll go pick up some sweets from the florist first. Right. If I remember correctly, it's just ahead.
Can't go wrong with it. Come back soon.
We can't even go in there. Okay. Huh? Who are you? Just you. I thought I saw someone shady slinking around. You done with work for today? Oh, she knows someone's following us. I'm about to close up shop, too. I gotta do my shopping for the day. When did it get so late? The sun's set so early now. I'd best close up soon, too. Gotta get my shop done before it gets too dark.
Quit dawdling and buy something.
Oh, speaking, we haven't read that yet. I may have to read it. Ah, dang it. I swear, this bike hates me. Let's go home. Just go home for the day. You really took a tumble there. I'll get that cleaned up, okay? Let's hurry on back now. The sun's gonna set soon. Ow, man, you can be really harsh sometimes. Man, I thought I was pretty strong, but it really hurts. Oh, one of your buttons is falling off. Let me put that back on. Can you give me your pants? What? Hey, are you crazy? I can't just take my pants off here. Oh no, Harry just fell. Ouch, that looks like it hurt. Are you okay? Well, it hurt for him, but he's the one that fell. It doesn't hurt for you because you were just watching. Keep your voice down, okay? It freaks me out a little. Where's your dad? Why is he not teaching you how to bike? I must say, I'm shocked that they accepted my request so quickly. I had feared that this watch was a lost cause after it got ran over by that car. I know it'll take some time, but I'll wait as long as I need to. Anything to see that watch fixed. Who? Oh, they were... I was like, did the brakes just come here? No, he's getting it repaired. Right. It's just a crying shame, I tell you. I hope they can get the baths back open soon. But I say, good company and good games wash my troubles away just as well. Now then, I figure it's about time for dinner. I'll drag my old bones over to Monmar. They got food for my belly and Paulette's food for my soul. Well, say it ain't so. I guess the young blood was always bound to catch up to us. How the mighty have fallen. Wait, what? I feel like... What? Who are you talking about? Where did Say It Ain't So come from? No, that was a weird line. Adios, what a dump. People like me don't belong here. How did I go just go from riches to rags like this? Who does my wife think she is, treating me like a pest in my own house? Who funded her lifestyle? Who supported her kid? Barely even matters now. It's just me out here. All of my crunching, all my work, and I have nothing to show for it. That's work for you. We can't go in.
Now then.
Can't go in there either. Anywhere else? There is someone over here. Oh, it's the cat. Did he sigh there? Or am I just hearing things? Had his fill of the kids and bailed, maybe. Who's the boss now, kitty cat? What? I don't know if I understand that one either. Okay, that is all but 2 people. You. Natalia. Oh, I thought I saw a Natalie, because that one woman, Sayla, was she was in a pop group with Natalie, apparently, but no, we saw Natalia. Totally different. Well, hello there, dearie. Dear, the unease on your face, the dark shadow creeping along your back. I see what ails you, young lady. Could it be you forgot to buy ingredients for supper? I can sympathize. She was really starting to unnerve me there. Yeah, that's her usual song and dance. Don't let her bother you. What? Wait, let me check this too. That's the garage. I always come home at around this time so I can make dinner. I used to be the type of guy to put work before everything else. Wanted to kick it into high gear and ride the fast lane in my career. Then life happened. I had to cut back my hours to raise Harry. They responded by docking my salary. I just can't climb the ladder like I used to. Your kid's falling over there. Can't say I didn't have it coming, though. I put family before work, and that's what I get. He's in a weird spot. Think I'll make us some stew tonight. If nothing else, I'm a better cook than young me used to be. Well, wait till he finds out about that. Alright, we're all good on side quests. Those are the people. Battle, gourmet, it doesn't matter. I'm looking for this. 8 pages? Alright, I'm going to read this quickly. It has been 4 years since the first West Cimmeria Trade Conference in Crossbell, and recently the Republican government has proposed a new international conference to replace it. Sources close to the administration say they're currently conducting investigations on the matter in the lead up to presenting their plan to other countries. No further details regarding the name or scope of the conference are available at this time. However, some sources within the government have indicated that this conference will seek to address a broader agenda than the previous one, taking into account issues beyond just the economic concerns of Western Cimmeria, with special consideration for developments in Central East, the various issues in Eastern Cimmeria, and changes in international security. Change has been rapid and tumultuous for Cimmeria in recent years. In the face of this, Calvard has once again shown in its intent to lead the continent into a new age. It'll be no small task organizing a conference that will address the concerns of all of Cimmeria. It seems that once again, Calvard's leadership will be tested on the international stage. Speaking of Calvard's international policies, each country has its own opinions on the big move Calvard has been making. Elsame and Erebonia generally welcome the Republic's positive strides forward. On the other hand, Crossbell, with its own plans in motion as an autonomous state, and Liberl, which has provided Crossbell with various forms of support, are skeptical of Calvard's international policies, claiming a difference of stance. Attempting to replace the West Cimmeria Trade Conference will just be one of the many challenges Calvard faces in international relations in the coming years. If the current administration is serious about leading the continent into the future, they will need to win over these countries with different stances by showing clear actions and results. Society. Film festival canceled among terrorist threats. The Mezzaldam Film Festival, held in the port town north of the Republic, was forced to cancel this year. According to our sources, the event headquarters received a terrorist threat and came to the difficult decision to cancel the festival entirely, prioritizing the safety of the guests and film industry attendees. Due to the recent deterioration of public safety in Mezzaldam, the difficulty of arranging sufficient security for the event, and the ease at which terrorist cells have been growing in the area, the decision by the event operations staff and local authorities has the fullest support of the public. Police have not yet identified the suspect in the threat. However, investigations are ongoing into a link between the threat and groups with anti-immigration sentiment due to the controversy surrounding one of the films nominated for the festival, which deals with immigration issues. After running without problems for 20 years, this first incident in the history of the Mezzaldam Film Festival has filled festival workers and locals alike with surprise, sadness, and anger that they cannot contain. Speaking to an anonymous source involved in operational oversights for the festival, he had this to say. This year we had to shut it down for the safety of the guests, but in the future we should not allow intimidation like this to smother the freedom of expression. We need to rethink our approach to security so we can keep the festival open, even if another incident like this happens in the future, he added. This film festival is the pride of Calvard. It allows us to refine and celebrate a new art medium together and expand our horizons of expression. The film festival is an opportunity for ordinary people to appreciate the new art form of film. which has been rapidly evolving in the last few decades. His passion for the film festival and his hatred for those whose threats led to its closure were evident in his words. To prevent threats such as these in the future, authorities will need to apprehend the culprits as quickly as possible. The public and private sectors will also need to work together to create countermeasures for such future situations. Meanwhile, Vegas Films, a production company in Tharbad, has announced plans to open up its own Tharbad Film Festival in October this year. We can only hope no similar incident strikes the Tharbad Festival and the event goes off without a hitch. Another triumph for Beauty's Blade amidst growing popularity. Another case has been solved thanks to the tireless efforts of Elaine Beauty's Blade Claire. I like Sword Maiden better. A rank bracer of the Calvard Bracers Guild, currently assigned to the Capital Branch. The stage for this heroic action was in the city of Martes, in the western part of the Republic. While there to cover for another member of the guild who had been assigned to the area, she followed the information gathered on the case he had been working on and managed to sniff out a local hive of gangsters with ties to the Dolor family, the secret anti-government organization, and single-handedly apprehended the criminals there. The group was a splinter organization that had broken away from the Dolor family due to international conflicts and had been recently threatening public safety in Marts, with some reports even tying them to corruption in city council. Recently, Miss Claire has had more opportunities to travel around the Republic, gathering information and helping out in various cities. Perhaps due to this increased visibility, her popularity among citizens has been growing rapidly. We've had countless requests for an exclusive interview with her in this very paper. It appears she has many fans who would love to see see more details beyond her achievements as a bracer, and who wish to know more about her private life and personal beliefs. Now, last year, Miss Auclair was the subject of countless special articles in various publications. Still, since then, the number of voices demanding to know the secrets of her personality and strength has grown wildly. Mr. Hazel, in charge of administration affairs at Edith's very own Bracer Guild, had this to say. The guild has no comment on Elaine's personal life or goals. She's not currently in a position to accept interviews, and we ask all media companies to avoid pushing to cover her activities in cases where such actions would jeopardize her work. All in all, it seems like Miss Auclair is going to continue to draw in fans with her strength and beauty. Ingert Orbital Automobiles. Show the world your power. So you're on the fence about what brand of Orbital automobile you should buy, and Ingert will never let you down. Ingert cars are known for their durability, engine power, and most of all, their versatility. Yes, an Ingert car can be adapted to any use, from personal to commercial, and our cars are on the road for an average of 1.5 years beyond any of our competitors. I was going to say 1.5 years total? In recent years, Ingert vehicles have conquered the sandy dunes and snowy roads thanks to their durable engines and customizable undercarriages, making them a popular buy in the north and central east regions. Powerfully reliable, dependable solution that can fill in any need. Next time you're in the market for an orbital vehicle, think Ingert. All right, we read it all. How long did that take? Probably a while. I'm reading them all. I'm sorry, but I'm reading them all. Alright, I'm off. Break a leg, Rockstar. Once I'm done with work for the day, I'll head right over to watch. Thank you, but you don't have to do that for me. I know you're plenty busy. Why wouldn't I go to your concert? Jess, I love your performances. I love your performances. I see. Well, thanks. I'll make sure you love what you hear. I still got some time before the bus comes along. Maybe I'll go say hi to Raymond. He's the one who really pushed me in when it came to this record deal. I really owe you two a lot. You saved my bacon more times than I can count. Oh, Jess. He's really not letting fame get to his head. Quite the opposite. He's as humble as he ever was. Almost too much. Sometimes I worry about him, but, well, that modesty is what makes Jess Jess. Another romance that's
Say, why not take some flowers with you?
we're probably going to keep following up on for quite a while.
Say, why not take some flowers with you?
I'm just going to buy this right away,
I hope
and then
I
we're
see
going to talk
again.
to you. Hey, Van. Good to see you. Those new muffins you asked me to put aside turned out great. Awesome. I appreciate you doing that. Can I get two then? Sure thing. I'll have them ready in just a minute. Wait a minute, Van. You don't think... you caught on, did you? Then does that mean... Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I don't sense anything suspicious, but we should still be careful. Thanks for waiting. I hope you enjoy them. I really like how they turned out. Received muffins. Good to know. Thank you for making them. Let's make our way back to the office now. Best not to waste too much time out here. What about what he said? Can I get two then? Sure thing. Wait a minute. You don't think... What made Anya decide that someone was following them based on that text? I'm not in the loop here. Should make my move. Yeah, catch who's tailing you. Uh-oh. It is her.
Where'd they go? They're just gone. How?
Got some speed on you. Gotcha!
Is everything okay, Van? Huh?
You stealth?
How adorable.
I thought he said that the old Ramda units had it, but the Zyphas didn't have stealth capabilities. How did he do that?
The hell? A kid?
I can't believe I let a civilian get the better of me. You knew I was tailing you and led me here on purpose, didn't you?
Well, I knew I wasn't gonna lose you, so this was the next best thing. That was a form of active camo using shards. Same kind of thing Ramdas can do, just works different.
Oh. Okay. You just need to absorb that for a minute.
You can do that with shards too? You are the real deal, huh? Actually, even realer than real. Glad I decided to come, even with what Abby said. Abby? If I recall, that means...
It's father, from a dialect in the Central East. With how fast you are and the way you're dressed, are you... Wait a minute. I think I just realized something else.
What's wrong?
How are you a Jaeger in the Kruger Corps at your age? You're one hell of a girl.
What?
I'm gonna wait for them to say it.
I'm the eldest daughter of the warriors of Kruga's vice chief, Feri Al-Fayed. I came here to ask for your help, Mr. Arkride. Could we go somewhere to talk?
So just Feri. Okay. I thought she was like hired to do something because she's a Jaeger, but she needs help? Interesting. This is my first time hearing about the warriors of Kruga. So you're from just below the Ishgal Mountains in the Central
Along
East?
the northern edge of the Central East, yeah. We see ourselves as, and live a lifestyle befitting of warriors.
I'm always clueless as to why they decide to only voice one character of the three. There's got it. Is it a budget thing? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
We revere flames and the goddess Arusha.
Their whole tribe forms one major core that serves to rep the whole Central East. They're very proud and value their traditions, though, so they won't take on any jobs they deem immoral. To be fair, though, we haven't heard her voice much, so they seem to do that with new characters. If a new character comes in, they're going to stay voiced so you can get their voice in your head. But we've heard these guys plenty, so maybe it's like an actual choice. Who's going to just not be voiced, but they want to get it in your head? I don't know. And if you're surprised people so upstanding would let a kid fight, well, me too.
Oh, please. I'm not a full-fledged warrior like Ubby yet. But it's nice to hear you think of me as one.
Innocent little thing, isn't she? Yes, she strikes me as very pure of heart. So you're looking for another Jaeger Corps, is that right? One called Eisen's Child? Can you pronounce that? They're another famous high-ranking corps in central Zemuria. They work out of the free cities to the north and got a lot of former soldiers in their ranks. Fairly decent group for a Jaeger Corps too. They take care of their city's defenses and stuff. That's interesting. I didn't know there were so many different kinds of Jaeger Corps.
We've clashed against the Eisen Shield a lot over the years.
Oh. Okay, Eisen Shield. That child is just shield, not child.
Our last one was around a couple weeks ago in a proxy war against them. We eventually settled that and both sides left the battlefield. But from what I've heard, one unit of the Eisen Shield's Jaegers still hasn't returned home yet.
Was it that girl, your friend? Huh. And you're sure they didn't take it on another job on the way back,
We're
right?
sure. The regimental commander contacted our village directly asking if we knew anything. Ubby, our vice chief, has been so worried that he's doing just about everything he can to find them.
Yeah, that's so. Sorry, I'm a little confused. Didn't you say that both of your corps fought as enemies only a couple weeks ago?
I did? Why?
That doesn't matter in Jaegers. It's a Jaeger thing. Don't worry about it. As soon as the fighting stops, it's water under the bridge for them. It's not uncommon for them to be enemies on one job and allies on the next. How unusual. Yeah, that would be weird.
I didn't mean to confuse you, but he's right. We don't bear them any ill will. The leader of the unit that vanished has actually always been real good to me.
Really? What kind of person are they?
Her name's Ida. She's one of the most capable Jaegers in her corps. We fought as allies and as enemies a lot since I first became a warrior 2 years ago. She also teaches me all kinds of things on our off days, or when our corps train together too.
That's so weird that they actually train together too. I mean, no, that's nothing like that's nothing like the other Jaeger Corps we know. Kind of. I mean, kinda. Not really, though.
It would have been easy to ignore someone as young as me, but she's been nothing but a true friend. Or maybe even a sister. I already have an older brother, but if I had to picture what an older sister would be like, it'd be her. She's very, very important to me. So of course I wanted to join in on the search party for her, but they wouldn't let me. Ubby said it was because I'm still only 13 and don't know anything outside of war and our village.
He's right. Makes sense. So that's why you came all the way to Calvard, because you couldn't give up.
That's right. I left on my own and rode on buses and trains for the first time to get here. We know that Ida's unit came through Calvard on their way home, so if they really have gone missing, the odds are they're somewhere in this country. As for why I came to you, I've heard about you from the warriors in my village. They told me about a spriggan in Calvard's capital who was willing to lend an ear to even Jaegers like us. This is a lump of argem. Will this be enough to cover your fees for helping me find Ida? Don't worry. I got this legitimately through a job.
I mean, it's not sweets. But that's... You're kidding me. A lump that big could fetch around 100,000 mira easy. Well, we can talk money stuff later. But just to be upfront, our rate's 1,000 mira an hour, excluding other necessary expenses. Well, it's going to take us 100 hours then. I'm not in the market for a 100-hour job.
What do you...
You don't have to make it sound like you're turning her down. You're still going to help her, aren't you? Don't make it sound like an easy yes. This one seems like a little more trouble than we can afford to handle. Everything about it screams trouble, in fact. We still got your case to work on too, so can't just drop everything for some far-off What?
Huh? Your back is glowing.
Great timing? My great-grandfather wrote that the 8 geneses are drawn to one another. This is the first time I've seen it react this way, and that it just happened to do so now. What? Ugh. Wait, is the Argent? No. Wish I could chalk it up to superstitious bull, but...
I'm not sure what's going on. It's really pretty, but what is it?
What's it drawn to? It's a memento of my great-grandfather that has a special power, and it might just help us find Ida.
You really think so?
Wait, so it just... The device actually knows that if we look for her, we'll find another Genesee? Is that what it's saying? Like, it's clearly not nearby. That's weird. Easy there. I'm not going to commit to a job just yet. First, I need a better hold on the overall situation. You need help fill in some of the gaps for us?
Oh, yeah, of course I can.
She reminds me of... Who's that girl in East 8? She's also like 13. She's like... I think it's just the look. They have the same look. Uh-oh. Well, this certainly is a lot of useful information. It's also fragmented that it doesn't feel like it'll bring us much closer to finding what we're looking for. Unfortunately, I feel like it's only just the starting to set in how big this country is. I knew it was big from looking at maps, but that didn't tell me just how many groups and forces were at work. Well, it's not one of the 2 big powerhouses of the continent for nothing. Hell, it takes the #1 spot now. We got plenty of cores of our own based here. Then we got syndicates, mafias, and other shady groups and spies from abroad lurking around every corner. I guess Ida would have had to conceal her identity while passing through here, which would make it even more difficult to find her. Don't worry, Van's the perfect man for the job. He has all kinds of shady connections so you on call around here, don't you? Just all kinds of fine blurting that... Wait, just all kinds of fine blurting that out now, huh? Oh. He talks very different.
Hello, Van. I've been expecting your call.
They're kind of throwing some southern dialect in there, but he's clearly, when he's voiced, is not. That sounds like... Oh. It was a 50-50 chance it was you. You know exactly who my next client is then,
Indeed.
huh?
Ferida Al-Fayed, daughter of the warriors of Kruga's vice chief.
How do you know that?
I also know she wants your help in finding a missing Jaeger corps.
How do you... I'm gonna say they've been on her ever since she arrived in the capital. The CID's database isn't just for show. But if you know exactly what she's here for, then you probably played a part in why the corpse has gone AWOL, right? Or core. Is that really true? I'd be lying if I said it isn't. We caught wind of their movements 10 days ago on their way back to the Free Cities via Calvard. As you well know, there are no laws that prohibit Jaeger Corps from entering or leaving the country. Okay? However, we in the CID make it our business to know exactly what each corps is doing while here. We also take advantage of particularly capable units to train our own Special Ops division from time to time. Oh. Special Ops division? Hercules, right? Heard it was given a serious overhaul after its screw-up against the Empire a couple years back. The capabilities of each individual unit differ greatly even now, I'm afraid. All this is to say, we set one of our more promising units against Ida, the Flame Eater, and her core. I would note that the goal of this operation was merely to encircle her unit, not to engage in combat. And while the operation started off on the right foot, she managed to break through our lines and escape. I can't say the news came as any surprise to me, knowing the core she was in before. Yeah, I've heard the rumors. Still, this was all 10 days ago. I understand the initial trouble that happened, but she hasn't been captured since then, has she? That is correct. I'll send you our data on where we cornered her, but beyond that, I've told you all that I know. Consider this my way of repaying my debt to you from the other day. I leave the rest to you. Hey, don't hang up on the... Come on, they just had to stick their fingers in this pie, huh? So it seems. The CID is Calvard's intelligence division, right? So even they couldn't catch her. She's so awesome. Way to think positive, kiddo. Well, I feel like we can narrow down where she could be now. Let's review what we've got so far, again. This should do it. This is where the CID tried and failed to corner Ida's core. Oh! Wait. Aracian... Remiferia? Remiferia is that close? I've never really looked at the map. Oh wait, can we look at a world map for Calvard? I'd love to. After we eliminate where the CID's unit was, we can narrow down their escape route to 3 possible locations. Where's the city? Where's Edith? Okay, Edith is southwest. It's gotta be, right? Oh, damn. Which one do you think is the most likely? With the surrounding terrain and villages, I think they return via... Okay, so. The CID tried to corner them. I wish I could, like, hide this and look at everything. So they were cornered right in the middle there. There are a lot of... Those are train lines, right? Honestly, if I was gonna say anything, probably the sea. Well, actually, I don't know. That doesn't really make sense. Aracian's like, yeah, the highway would make the most sense, but then they probably would have been spotted at some point. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm going to lose SP regardless because there's no way I'm sure there's a way to determine this, but I wasn't picking it up as well. So based on the 2 train lines, I'm going to go with the C just because I kind of hope that we have to go through there. Oh, any other day I'd consider Meseldom, but it's got too many eyes on it after that bomb threat last month. Yeah, we just read that too. Damn, I should have taken that into account. I honestly didn't think about that. Can't see him taking a direct route with the CID hot in their tail. This route will open up 2, even 4 times the options to get back home. Okay, yeah. Plus, it makes sense they'd want to go through another country to get the CID off their back. Good thoughts. Now, if they took this route here, they'd most likely stopped off at Creil Village. Oh, hey! It's a farming village to the northwest known for its gorgeous rustic scenery. I've never been there myself, but it sounds like it rings a bell for you, Feri. It does. Ida's told me about it before. She said that public transportation is well built there, even though it's so rural. So it's a good spot to resupply. And that I should come visit since the scenery is so pretty and the food's so good. I see. Oh. Well, apparently that's where we're going. I think that settles it. Tomorrow morning, we make for Creil. I can almost bet we'll find something there. Why does that thing lighting up? Okay, oh, they're really just putting all their faith in. Like, they must have one of the Genesis then. Genesis. You can stay up on the 3rd floor tonight. I'll give a heads up to our landlords. All right. I lost SP, guaranteed, but it's fine. Oh, look, it moved 1 day, not 1 month.
Wow! Your truck is huge!
Oh yeah, she's a big girl.
Do I actually get to drive? Or is this just going to be a fast travel thing? Nightbreaker pickup
Of the 4
truck.
big car manufacturers in Calvert, Ingrid's got the best rep when it comes to sports cars. This here's the best one they ever made, and I went ham tuning her up even further. You can see what I mean at the front, and in the suspension system where I've...
I can't follow a word you're saying, but it sure looks nice.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel about cars. I don't get it. Should have known you two wouldn't be able to appreciate a man's one true love. You want to tell me why women only want to date guys with rides, but don't want to hear about said rides? Man. Careful painting all women with that excessively large brush you've got there. Even if it's true that I don't care about cars at all. Well, whatever tuning is, I'm sure it's made your truck look very cool. Nah, just get in and be quiet before I make you cry.
What's all this whining first thing in the morning?
Oh, you're the kind people who gave me food yesterday. Hey, guys. Did you really come all the way out here just to see us off?
Yeah. Mostly for Agnes. And Feri, but... and too, I guess.
Aw. I heard
We
that.
also wanted to bring you this. It's got sandwiches, milk, and coffee. I'm sure you haven't had much time for breakfast this morning.
Nice, thanks. Oh, you really shouldn't have. Thank you so much. And after you did so much for me yesterday, I really don't know how to thank you.
Oh, think nothing of it. Making a guest feel welcome is what a good host does. You would do the same in your home too, wouldn't you?
Of course.
Kids your age gotta eat a lot to grow up big and strong. Keep an eye on them both, all right, Van?
Mm-hmm. Will do. And thanks for coming to see us off, Yums.
Have a safe trip.
Please let me drive. I don't know if that's in the Falcom budget. I don't know if it's...
Wow, it's so fast! And it still manages to be such a smooth ride, too. I think I can see a little of why you're so proud of it, Van.
Kind of
I'd
bumpy.
really start to cry if you couldn't. We'll be out of the capital and on the northern highway in 10 or so. Then I'll show you how fast and smooth my baby can really be.
It can go even faster? Just try to keep it safe, please.
Cars must be real bad if that amount of bumpiness is smooth. Oh, damn. Huh. This just looks so, like, normal. It's so weird. Most Trails games, like, even the highways, do not feel like highways. They feel like paths you can take a car on. But this looks legit. Still not sure you should have come along for the ride, Anyas. I know you got 3 days off, but the new term started, didn't it? What, you got no work to do? I just didn't want to be the only one left out. The Genesees seem to be involved in this somehow, too. It could be there's a role here that only I can play. And I applied for permission to be off campus for a few days last night, so don't worry, I'm not breaking any rules. You thought this through way too hard. Aramis has always been way too lax with rules for such a big-name academy. So if you're going to such a famous academy, why are you working for Mr. Arkride? Is it a part-time job? That's right, I've only just started, though. And I didn't have much say in the matter. Oh, and Ferida. Van is fine. Not Vaughn, though. I'm getting paid for this, so you're my client. No need to be polite. But... Okay, but only if you call me Feri. Sure. If that works for you. If you're 13, then you must attend Sunday school at the temple, right? What? Jaegers attend Sunday school? Yeah, I started senior classes this year. They're a lot harder than what I'm used to. Oh, but the temples here aren't the same as the ones I know, I think. That's right, we have churches and chapels instead, though they serve the same purpose. But there are temples for worship in Calvard, too. You got Arusha, the winged goddess, in the Central East, and Adios, the sky goddess, in the West. They're believed to be one and the same, even if their names are different, though. She's even got another name if you go farther east. Oh, yeah, Ida told me about that. It feels like there's so much out there for me to learn. Farther east? Still, it sounds like Ida taught you a lot. She did, not just about fighting, but about different places across the continent. What's popular in those places? I know this will sound weird after I've already asked you to find her, but I still can't believe her core would just disappear the way it did. They're all hardened Jaegers who have always been able to handle anything thrown their way. Your friend from the CID called her the Flame Eater, didn't he? Yeah, pretty well known name among Jaegers. They say she uses surgical precision with knives and gunfire to cut through enemy morale and momentum. She joined Eisenshield 5 years ago after her old corps disbanded, I think. That sounds about right. She's in another corps.
She was. A really famous one, too. It was called Zephyr and was one of the 2 biggest Jaeger corps in the West. It was made up of a small number of combat specialists, the Jaeger King being its head. And Ida used to lead one of their units. But after the Jaeger King died 5 years ago, the whole corps fell apart. That was when she moved on to Eisenshield.
What are the other 2 doing right now? Last time we saw them was only in a memory, or a daydream. And they were just hanging out. I don't know what they're doing at the moment. This is all so interesting. I didn't realize Jaeger Corps could have such a rich history. Zephyr's still around, by the way, just in a different form. But yeah, their rep back in the day was something else. I can't see someone who used to be with him going down easily. So you think so? But if she's fine, then why hasn't she made contact with the rest of her corps? All of this is making my head hurt. Don't worry, we'll find her for you. Even if she isn't in Creil, I'm sure we'll find some clue that will take us to her.
You told us how deep your bond with her goes. That alone will surely draw the 2 of you back together. Where there's a will, there's a way. And Van and I have the will to find you a way.
You mean it? Well, thank you. I'll be counting on you both.
I feel like Anyas is the old protagonist mentality and Van is the other side of it. It's so weird. It's like we technically haven't left the Lloyd, Reen, Estelle vibes. They're just on Anyas instead of Van. Thinking about it, I might have had some indirect involvement with Ida 2 years back. Oh, so he knows about Ouroboros. She chose to go against her old home and help our side back then. It makes no sense that someone of her skill would up and vanish, and with the Genesis maybe involved. There's gotta be more to this than there seems. The only question's whether she went dark by her own volition. I feel like Van knows more than we're learning. I feel like he must know, because he agreed simply because, like, he's like, that power sounds interesting. I'll stick with you, you know? I feel like he's got to know a little more. Wow, the scenery here is beautiful. Everything's so green. You don't get a view like this anywhere I live. Oh, there isn't much like this near the capital either. We haven't passed another car in ages. It makes it feel like we have the whole picturesque view to ourselves. It's our goals on an old country road. But we're making good time. If we keep going like this, there'll be time. We'll be there in time for lunch. Is something wrong, Van? Something's not right up ahead. Might be a kid, but you're not a Kruga warrior for nothing, huh? I'm gonna pull over. Be ready for a fight. Oh, God. All right. Just right into a fight. Oh. That bus has been surrounded by monsters. Wolves, I count 6, 7, 8. I hate working for free. You can't say that. How could you stand by when there are people in danger? I know. Watch yourself if you're gonna pitch in. You in or you out, Feri?
What do you think? I'm in.
Wait, if we can play as her and she has a gun, that'll be exciting.
It's a
What is
rifle
that?
blade used in our corps.
Blade?
I'll use it to keep both of you safe. Now, may Arusha watch over us.
Where's the blade? Okay then, let's do this. R3 target. I know about targeting. Switch targets. You'll auto-face them. When an enemy is within range, the target cursor will change. Yeah. I knew all that. Alright. Ha! Ooh. Wait, I need to do a combo with you. One. Oh, she doesn't have a combo. She just shoots. Oh, her charge attack is a blade. Interesting.
We can win right
All right. what moves you got? I may boost you. I just need to see. Rapid burst is a cone. Actually, I can hit R3. That'll do it. Power D plus. Chance to slow. Oh, wow. Oh, it's too far. But I can dash. This is a side attack. It can burn. Okay, this is a pretty cool move. And she has her S-Craft. Set battlefield alight with the full power of the flames. Well, let's start with this, because I'm curious to see how they do this in this game. I can get a double side, too.
Energy output at activating skill.
Wow, that was a lot of damage. They're weak to earth and water. Okay. I did switch her back. Yeah, now you have some water. Do that. That wasn't that much for 150.
Bring it on.
You use one and get some hate.
Over here. All for you.
Hydro cannon? Oh, hell yeah. with a boost.
Initializing drive.
You.
Energy output at maximum.
She has enough CP. I think I'm gonna heal her quick. And then I'm gonna use the S-Craft after Hydro Cannon.
All you on yet?
Okay. This is a large turret. Yeah, right there.
Activating skill.
Give me power! Yeah! You're finished! Take me!
Ooh.
Boost gauge limit broken.
There's oh damn, 2,000 damage.
Let's keep moving ahead.
They're certainly a little shorter. Oh, I should have ran over and grabbed those. They're certainly a little shorter than like the previous game's S-Crafts, but like when it's, you know, faster paced like this, it's probably a good thing. Anything else I can grab before I go get them? Ooh. Oh God. Creil village is right there, so I could probably leave. I'm just scared I'm gonna get back in the vehicle and just go. Hold on. You gonna stop me? Okay.
This could get tricky with so many. I'm on it.
Do you do more damage the closer you are? 13.
Boost gauge
Nah, it's the
fully
same.
replenished.
We'll deploy.
That's a lot of enemies.
And I have a double SP. I'm actually just gonna use this.
Slew of them.
Right there.
Brace yourself. Fans alive. Creil!
I may skip them eventually, but ooh. Oh, do more than 10,000. That was 10,000. That was a lot of enemies, I guess. That was the last of them. Not bad. I already know how good Van is, but I'm amazed at how fast you are, Feri. Are all warriors of Kruga like that? No way, I'm still a rookie. Most of them are much better than me. And your arts were awesome, Anius. So's your staff. Aw, thank you. It's called an orbital staff and... Come on now. Wish I knew what was up with those monsters. It was almost like... Hello, you three over there. Are you okay? We really owe you one. We had to pull over because of engine trouble, and next thing we knew, we were surrounded. Yep. And I have to say, you've got some incredible combat skills. What are you, bracers? Nah, just ordinary passers-by. Hey, you work for West Calvard and Transport, right? Let me give you my card. Arkride Solutions. I'm just a guy who helps people with their problems, not affiliated with the Bracer Guild. Even open to fighting monsters and stuff like I did just there, for a price. Wait, Van? Hate to come across like this, but you would have been screwed without us, right? So if you could just let your company know that and have them foot the bill, that'd be great. What? But the police or guild would have never... Well, we ain't the cops or bracers, and you can't keep the lights on with a thank you. Not trying to scam you here, I just want a fair price for our services. We'll even escort you to town to finish the job. Wouldn't imagine you're in a rush to get attacked again on the road, are you? You got me there. This is so inappropriate. I can see where you're coming from, but I don't think it's inappropriate at all. Whether it's the water we drink or the security we see them... security to see we're safe from harm. Nothing in life is free. I suppose so. I wonder if everyone from the Central East has such a practical mindset. All right then, we'll hire you to take us to Creil. And as soon as we arrive, I'll phone my boss. Sounds like a plan. Now come on, you two. Back in the truck. Okay. Oh, all right.
I wasn't expecting that to be how this ended.
Mint-haired man? What did you call them?
That young man's most certainly caught my attention.
What are the chances that guy called them to attack the bus? Just because. I guess they're pretty low. Oh, I just hit the wrong button.
Well now, isn't this a lovely village? It's like an idyllic painting. Rolling hills amidst clear streams, a windmill turning with the wind, and a touch of Middle Ages architecture. The white flowers we saw in the wheat field were beautiful as well. They were buckwheat flowers, weren't they?
Wait, this field looks awfully familiar. End of reverie?
Good eye. Fun fact, the village uses them in their specialty dish, galette.
Oh, I've heard of those. Ida always says they make for a perfect lunch treat. I'm excited to finally visit this place.
Anyway, that bus is going to be out of commission for a while, so why don't we grab some grub?
Oh. And I hear the inn over there has the best food in the village. While we're chowing down, we can ask Ida's unit if they drop by there. Sound good? Yep. Let's go inside, shall we? Please tell me this is where Rufus went. I don't think we're even going to see Rufus in this game. I can't imagine we're going to see anyone from the other games except Ren and Arisha, clearly, from the opening, but... Wow, this egg is amazing, and the buckwheat has a pleasant fragrance as well. Even the side vegetables are delicious. What is that egg in? Tortilla? Monmar has Creil's buckwheat too, but it's no surprise that it tastes even better here. Wait, they have orange and black currant galettes on the menu? Hell yeah, I'm so ordering those. Oh, I think I'll do the same. I'll have some too, Chew. Maybe I'll order seconds, Munch, and thirds. Sounds like you're all enjoying yourself. Galettes are the pride of our village, and no one makes them quite like us, so make sure you savor the flavor. And while you're at it, why don't you try some of the other items on the menu? We have vegetable galettes, smoked salmon, and seasonal fruits. I don't know what a galette is. Oh, and you'll definitely want to try our desserts. We serve some of the best caramel and ice cream you'll ever have. So many choices. Is it bad that I want to order one of everything? You got caramel and ice cream? I'll take 10 of each. Wait, hang on. We didn't come here to drown ourselves in food. I came to ask you some questions. You work here a lot, right? Of course. My parents own the place after all. You saved the people on that bus, right? Well, fire away then. I'll gladly answer any questions you have. Cool. So I need you to think back to 10 days ago. Did any shady-looking people happen to stop by here? 10 days ago? I don't know if I can remember that far. Wait, actually, yes. There was a group of Jaegers staying here around then. Well, there we go. I knew it. If you don't mind me asking, how do you know they were Jaegers? Did their attire give it away? Oh no, they were all wearing casual clothes. I just know a Jaeger when I see one. Our village is near the border of a few countries, so we get patrons like them from time to time. But as long as they pay their bills and don't cause trouble, they're just as welcome as any of our other guests. I suppose that's fair. This village is probably treated as a buffer zone between Jaegers. Bracers are always buzzing around like flies, and there's a police station here. I've got a question for you. Was there a woman in that group of Jaegers? Yes, I remember there being one. I believe she was the leader. She had dark green hair tied back in a ponytail. Honestly, I thought she looked really cool. Yep, that's Ida, all right. Sounds like we're on the right track. Do you know what happened to him after that? Like, did they say where they were headed, for example? Normally, I wouldn't share that kind of information out of respect for their privacy, but since you know them, I don't mind sharing what I know. They stayed here for one night and left first thing in the morning. I don't know where they were going, though, and I haven't seen them since. Wait, no, that isn't quite right. Huh? What do you mean? Have you seen one of them recently? Yes, I think so, actually. I'm pretty sure I saw that same woman 3 days ago. For real. So does that mean she's still in the village? I think that's doubtful, and honestly, it was also pretty dark out when I saw her, so I might have been wrong. And I didn't see any of her Jaeger friends either. You know, the more I talk about it, the more I realize I could have been totally mistaken. Sorry for getting your hopes up. Don't be sorry. It's still a lead worth investigating. We should ask around town and see if someone else caught sight of her too. You've been a big help. I'll order one of the sweeter Gillettes later. As thanks. I'll hold you to that. I won't pry into your business, but I do hope you enjoy your stay in our village. Alright. Alright, gang. It's info gathering time. The goal is to determine if Ida really was here 3 days ago. If luck's on our side, we'll get some good information in no time. Fingers crossed. Alright, let's get started, shall we? Can I leave town, though? Oh, this is a pretty big town. There's a side quest. We have to do that. We gotta look around. Yeah, we'll play Feri for now. I'm headed to Remaveria for a business meeting regarding nutritional supplements. I was worried this would throw a wrench in things, but thankfully I got to make some calls at the inn. My hosts in Remaveria were very understanding. Sometimes I wish my boss would be like that. Oh well. At any rate, it looks like this detour isn't all for naught. Who knows what more I'll find? Sure. You get plenty of those flavorful types around here, so I guess I've gotten used to it. Who knows, maybe that lady and I would have gotten along had I gotten the chance to talk with her. Oh, right, if you happen to need some orbment work done, we can help you out with that. Our workshop's every bit as good as the big boys. As the big boys? The boss has his hands full with the boss, but my friends work there friend works there as his understudy. She's pretty good. Okay. Thanks for coming. How do you like the Gillettes? They've got my signature dish on the menu this evening, so if you're going to stay the night, drop by here for dinner, yeah? Yeah, this is pretty scary for those passengers, but I think they'll be able to relax now with their stomachs full. My daughter's been baking Gillettes practically every chance she can get lately. At this rate, she'll be a better chef than me in no time. Well, good for her. I'm excited to see how good she'll get. Your pot's boiling there, sir. I can use your kitchen? That's okay. We need a new recipe.
Take as long as you need.
We gotta get this. Crepe. Fresh salad. Ooh, art damage up. Okay. That's a good one. All out of battle. Okay, so this is an actual meal. 1,100? Damn. I'm actually gonna not eat that yet, because that is a big heal. Plus you get some CP out of it. Damn.
I'll be waiting for you.
Alright, so I'm a little broke too, so I'm gonna have to do something about that. Oh. Can you make me less broke? No. Damn. You can. Activate 10 S-crafts and commands. Wow. Oh, wow. I completed 3 of them? Oh, that's a lot of Sepith Mass for this. I mean, S-craft on like 15 enemies will easily... this can't be the last one. Deal 30,000 damage or more? How long is this game? I have no idea.
Like another good harvest this year.
I mean, if it's anything like any other Trails, it's gonna be 80 hours. It's gonna be a 50+ episode thing. All right, before I look around, give me a moment to... Ow, it looks good.
Okay.
All right, sorry. I just had to curse myself because I couldn't look at the food very well in there. Gillettes look amazing. I am hungry now. Thank you, game. How to wait to eat for like 8 hours. Oh no. Hi, Gonzalez. All right, time to wrap this up. Come to think of it, I saw Kent and Annie playing down by the river. Now, Kent's unstoppable, I tell you. Annie, though, she's nothing like him. I love them both to death, of course, and just funny to see how different they ended up. Okay. Okay, I guess I can talk to 2 of you. So you were the guys who saved those passengers. You have my thanks. Hey, no problem. Hey, no problem. Hey, if you mind if I ask you a few questions? I'm trying to look into the attack myself. I see. I do appreciate your help, but I'm not sure I want to get wrapped up in the whole situation myself. Oh, you'll be fine. Real jiffy, I promise. In full disclosure here, we're acting on the authority of a certain intelligence division. What? You don't mean the CID? Let's just say I got the big boys on speed dial. Wait, what is he talking about? He's very good at stretching the truth. He's not technically lying, but... Well, I suppose it won't kill me. What do you want to ask about? Right, so we're looking into this band of Jaegers that blew through town maybe 10-ish days ago. We're thinking they might have come back recently. You seen anything that fits their description? Yeah, actually, I do recall bumping into a shady woman loitering around here. She was in the area, alone, on my patrol 3 nights ago. I saw her again the following night. That has to be her. You said she was alone? She was, yeah. I found that strange myself. And that she only showed up at night made her even more suspicious. I see. Do you know what her motive might have been? I can't say for certain. None of the villagers reported assault or stolen goods at the time. And it's not unheard of for Jaegers to stop here for supplies. I don't see any criminal intent in her behavior, suspicious though it was. Fair enough. I guess she stands out just by being a Jaeger, even if she ain't causing trouble. What we do know is that she came back twice. Well, after her unit came through. Okay. You really don't see monster attacks much, especially not on buses. I'll make sure to relay that to my superiors, though monsters are usually the bracers' problems anyway. There should be one coming down for a patrol soon, so hopefully they can clean things up. Who knows, maybe it'll be Beauty's Blade or some other big shot.
Alrighty.
Oh, you got a tiny little police station. Assuming that's the police. It is.
Come and see if you'd like.
Pardon me. I've heard that you take jobs like bracers do, yes? Giovanna? Giovanna. I've got a bit of a problem and I need some help. Would you be willing to hear me out? Sure. Bear in mind I ain't a bracer. I do a job if I feel like it. And I charge more than they do, too. You good with that? Of course, just as long as the price is reasonable. Still. Easy. Doubt I'll need to charge you too much. It'll just depend on how complicated the job is. Thank you very much. You see, I'm stumped on what to do. I've been trying to make soba noodles and they're just not turning out right. Someone from the city like yourself might know what I'm doing wrong. Really? Soba noodles? A dish made from buckwheat flour kneaded and cut into noodles. I recall from a book that soba noodles are popular in Eastern cuisine, Far Eastern specifically. Oh, they're not popular around here, I see. Bingo. You two ever had any, by chance? It's popular street food back in the capital. Oh. It has its fans, for sure. Pretty simple to make, but it's got a really deep flavor and smells like nothing else. Is it really? Dang it, now I'm hungry. Me too. I felt the same when the mayor told me about it the other day, so I figured I might as well try to make some myself for the Harvest Festival. I went around asking the villagers for advice, since some of them do know about those sort of recipes. But, well, it's been a flop. And I haven't been able to get the flavors right. The Harvest Festival, I think I read an article about that in the paper. Right, now I remember. They celebrate every autumn, right? That would mean this year's right around the corner. So, I ain't exactly a cook, but I can try to give you some pointers based on the soba I've had in the capital. I think that would be a big help since you have that point of reference. Hearing about new experiences from people is really interesting to me. Thank you for hearing me out. Your thoughts, Van? She's eager for help, but... Yep. Not really a job for a spriggan, but we've got time. Alright, I'll take it on. I'll make sure to do the job right. So, I always make sure. So I want some good soba out of this. Oh, thank you so much. I'll do my best. I'm getting excited for noodles myself. So where do we start with this? Good question. You said you tried to make some and it didn't go so hot? What about them didn't come out right? Well, the flavor was off and so was the appearance. The dough turned out powdery when I was cutting it, like it wasn't put together very well. It took so much effort to cut into that, that I just sort of mangled the dough. The result didn't even look like noodles. Sounds like me trying to cook. The outside was all soggy and wet, but the inside is still chalky. It didn't soak evenly at all. That implies something might have gone wrong when making the dough. Perhaps there's more to it than making it than ordinary bread dough. And then the flavoring sauce. I tried to mix it up and make a flavor more familiar to the villagers here. So I ended up using some basil as my base. It wasn't inedible per se, but it just didn't seem quite right. Yeah, sounds like you leapt before you looked there. Best to stick to the recipe. Well, yes, you're right. There's a lot to unpack here. But before we can dive in, we'll need to figure out how to make the stuff ourselves. So, you said you learned about the dish from some of the villagers, right? Yes, mostly from Mayor Wang and Matona. They were a great help. Both can trace their roots to the east, so they had a general idea of how the recipe went. That's as good a place to start as any. Feel free to kill some time until we're done asking around. Of course, thank you for your help.
Okay, time to get to work.
Feasts from the east. Certain quests will present topics. Press square to present that. Oh, okay. Sure. If you wouldn't mind checking with Matona and Mayor Wang for me, I'd appreciate it. I'll finish the rest of my housework while you're out. Okay. Hello there. How may I help you? Our veggies are still good in the city, of course. Are still good in the cities? Of course, just not as fresh. They're the best when you buy them here, straight from the farm. I sell produce direct to the from the farmers, so you're getting the freshest possible veggies. Oh, yeah? Oh, and just so you're aware, I have a few sweets in stock as well. I started baking cookies for fun a little while ago. It's nice to be able to use the village's own produce for cooking.
Why, hello.
Sweets, you say? I mean, we have a few things. Currently, I'm not gonna go, make a bunch of recipes at the moment. Oh, thank God. I was so broke. I'm gonna have to go outside and fight at some point. Oh my God, I'm so broke. Nothing here. Okay. As long as I don't talk to that... I'm gonna save the Orbital Factory guy for last. Ranji. I know my ancestors came here from the east. Apparently, they were pretty big blacksmiths back in the day. Kaina was really into that stuff growing up, but now she's gone and joined the factory instead, so she can be a real professional. More power to her, I say, but all this newfangled factory stuff's a far cry from the smiths of old. Never been any good with machinery myself. About all I can handle is farming equipment. Guys say I'm a natural, but I think they're just flattering me. You just talk to you normally first. How did you find our Gillettes? Not a lot of people know that their unique taste comes from the traditionally Eastern flour we use. From what I hear, my family imported buckwheat flour to the village from the East. My husband and I manage the buckwheat mill here in Creil. I don't do so for tradition's sake, though. More than anything, I'm just happy to contribute to our village's specialty. Okay, now topic.
Let me ask you something.
Oh, you mean that recipe Giovanni asked about? Giovanna. Admittedly, I'm not too familiar with the recipe myself, but I know plenty about its ingredients. Buckwheat is my specialty. That's been passed down my family tree for generations. As millers, we know our wheat. Really now? That's wild. Guess I shouldn't be too surprised, though, with what with Drolettes being the big thing here. Yup. It was my family that first imported buckwheat flour to the village, in fact. So I dare say it's in my blood. So how do you make buckwheat dough? There are two main ways you can do it. The simpler way is to just use only buckwheat flour. That's called 100% dough. The second is to mix buckwheat flour with standard wheat flour. You can play around with the ratio of buckwheat to wheat, and that can change the dough pretty significantly. The most common ratio is 80%. That's 80% buckwheat and 20% wheat. Okay. So it's the same. So the way you make the dough isn't always the same. There's more to it than I thought. The more buckwheat you have in the dough, the easier it dries out. Okay. So working with higher buckwheat ratios takes more skill, especially when you're kneading it. That's about the gist of it. Huh. A lot more complicated than I gave it credit for. Thanks for the crash course. My pleasure. Give my regards to Giovanna, would you? Let's give it a crack and see what we can come up with. Right. I'm gonna say before I give her any ideas, because I'm gonna get this wrong for sure. Church? Welcome to the Creil Chapel. Oh, is something the matter? Oh, no, are you from the Central East by any chance? It's just a little weird seeing someone like you out here. Some do find it strange, yes. The Central Eastern, though I may be, I was born and raised here in Creil. I did make my pilgrimage to the Holy City for training, but I was approached to serve in temples there, but the Holy City wasn't where my heart was. I wanted to come back here to serve this village I call home. Makes sense. A lot of hometown pride, huh? Looking back on it, I noticed a bunch of immigrants here, and they all just meshed together. Indeed, Creil is a tight-knit place. It's hard to be a stranger here. Our sense of community binds us closer together than any color or creed. This village really does feel like one big family. It's like everyone knows each other. It almost feels like home to me. It was difficult convincing my mentor to let me practice back in my hometown, but she understands now how important Creil is to me. I owe much to her from my time in the Holy City. I do hope I can see her again. Sir? Vicar Johann. Welcome to the Creil Chapel. I don't believe we've met. Might you be travelers then? I do hope you enjoy your stay here. I heard there was some sort of accident nearby, but I don't believe it's much to worry about. Are you here to see the ruins by chance? You can find them in the hills nearby. It's not quite as well known as other archaeological sites, so you're likely to get the area all to yourself if you choose to visit. That's clearly where they're staying. I've made the trip out there a few times myself, albeit on official church business. It's quite the curious spot indeed. You'll see this series of pillars placed in a very deliberate pattern. Supposedly, Animus of old paid tribute to their patron deities there. As it happens, they discovered a giant stone there about 20 years ago. I happened to be there for it. Giant stone, you say? That seems very relevant. Okay, nothing in here or in there. Alright, what are we missing? I don't know, let's just continue the counterclockwise circle. Now, hey! What happens if I try to go this way?
Oops, my fault.
Right.
Wait.
Whoops.
Right. Not this way.
Oh.
Understood.
That'll have little unique things.
Huge things turning just from the wind?
I've never seen one of these up close in person before.
Moving quite slow. Curious about the windmill, are you? This here is my prized grain thresher. It does its job plenty well. Veggies and gillettes are well and good, but they say bread and butter for a reason. We're part of the Republic's breadbasket with the wheat we produce. Oh. And though crops of any kind are a welcome sight, wheat is especially just feels gratifying. Gazing out upon that sea of golden grains, picturing the wonderful loaves they make, it just makes your heart soar. Or it does mine, at least. You can't make beer without the rank grains, after all. Okay. I hope there's no, like, interactable things that don't show up on the map, because I've been, like, walking up to bookcases and they don't do anything, and eventually you're like, okay, so no bookcases are interactable. So if they have any that suddenly are, then I'm gonna miss them. Let me go. Oh. Nah, sorry. I was lost in thought there. No, I don't think I've seen you around here. Are you a traveler, or did I just forget your face? Oh, don't mind us, Pops. We're just asking around about some stuff. You remember anything about a group of Jaegers who stopped by a while back? Jaegers? Well, yes, that does ring a bell. Some of them came by the shop, I think. It was a week before... oh, no, never mind. I think that was someone else. The more I try to remember, the more foggy it gets. I don't think I'll be much help, sorry. Nah, don't sweat it. We'll loop back with you later. Sometimes it just pops back into your head like that, you know? I'm sorry, youngin'. It's just, I'm just too much of an old fogey to remember things clearly. I've been really foggy lately. Sometimes I can still remember if I think on it real hard, but still. But I can still work a cash register, eh? Just tell me what you need and I'll get it for you. You know, some days...
Hello?
That's just me. Some days I'm just like, I can't remember anything. Okay, that's a gift for Agnes. A tote bag. And this is all just normal stuff. So that's the only unique thing? Yes.
So long.
Wait, how do you do that? You go to-do list? Yeah. Here you go. 10 points. There's got to be a lot of gifts in the game. That reminds me, how... there's no way to look at a world map. Just the region map. There's no more buttons on the list. Damn. I really want to see Calvard, like, because it's always just completely cut off in the other games right at Calvard, so you can't really look at it at all. Hold on, I swear I know you from somewhere. Have you dropped by our store before? The one right over there? Nope, never been. Really? Could have sworn I... Oh, wait, you frequent that bistro in Edith's Old Town, right? They source some of their produce from us, and I'm the delivery guy. Small world, huh? Oh, yeah. Now that you mention it, I remember seeing your truck before. Oh, yeah, we did see him earlier, I think. So the old man gets his veggies from all the way out here, huh? Quite a hike. And that it is. I've been working this job for about a year now. I never got the chance to say hi in Edith, but if we run into each other again, feel free to chat me up. I'm sure we will. It's always nice to meet customers, clients, and customers of clients. It's tough work, though, not gonna lie. I get now why my parents prioritized finding a job they loved over a job that paid. Everyone should do that. Oh, mister, you were talking about helping people out with jobs around the village. Are you a bracer? I want to be a bracer, too. Huh, I give that off that vibe? Good to know I can pull that off. Oh wait, so you're not? Actually, yeah, on second thought, you'd be kind of cold and creepy for a bracer. Here I was thinking I could ask you about the main guild branch at the capital. Well, I work in the capital and I do poke my head in there for some work sometimes. Why, you thinking about visiting? Yeah, I am. I don't want to just talk the talk. I want to go learn about the guild and how to join it. The sooner the better. You know anything about how to join? Well, as far as I know, they don't really do tours or tryout days or that kind of stuff. You just walk in and say, hey, I want to be a bracer. And if they got room, they'll train you. Now, you could probably walk in right now, as long as they're not too busy. Really? I'd better hurry then. I don't want to miss out. Thanks, mister. I want to visit as soon as I can. Man, Annie's really mature for her age. It's the way she's always looking out for her brother, you know? That kid's a handful, but she keeps him in check. People say she's soft and stuff, but I think she's just humble. She's really strong when she wants to be. I want to grow up to be strong too, for her. I mean, for everyone's sake. Is that so? Where is it? That's Annie right there. Let's talk to the Nero. Oh, that's a great cat name. What's wrong, Nero? You're running around a lot more. Raum. Come on, Kent. Let's go home, okay? I think Nero's anxious. Maybe he wants to sleep. I want to stay outside. There are so many people to play with. People? Oh, Annie, there's a crab. There's so many people, new people to play with? You're just looking at the river? You get way too excited, Kent. Something about that old man really scared me. I wonder what he was doing all the way out here in the village. Oh? Nero looks kind of stressed out, so I'm going to bring him home. Kent just has so much energy. We have to drag him back inside whenever we play. How do I talk to him? Oh. Hi there, mister. You don't mind if I catch you, right? Oh, I bet Annie and Nero will flip when I show them. Mister? I think that kid might think people or crabs are people. There are crab people. Hello there. Oh, are you from the capital? We see more and more tourists coming out here from the capital nowadays. Is this the mayor's house? Maybe it's our produce deliveries, or maybe it's the atmosphere. Either way, we're sort of making a name for ourselves. My husband's really emphasized trade in his time as mayor. We've even made delivery deals reaching as far as Crossbell. I think his efforts are really paying off. We're getting some wonderful word of mouth out there. Whoa, what's going on here? What the... Nah, you must have come on the bus. I don't believe we met. If you need anything while you're here, I'll help you however I can as the village mayor. We've been getting more tourists and travelers around this neck of the woods. I've been spending more of my time tending to them lately. We're a simple farming town, as you can see, though some of us do trek out to the city to deliver produce and spread the good word. At any rate, I'll see what I can do to help sort this business out. For now, make yourselves at home here and try to decompress. I should talk to the driver when I get a free moment. This sort of thing isn't unprecedented, given our village lies on a busy international route.
Let me ask you something.
That. This is about Giovanna's Soba efforts. I'm sorry to hear that she's having trouble with it. But I do appreciate you helping her. I hope she gets the recipe just right. Well, the field's not my forte, but I make sure I always do the job right. You can leave it to us. That's the spirit, young man. As for the soba, I can give some insight on the sauce if you'd like. My mother was born quite far to the east. She became skilled at preparing their cuisine growing up. From what I remember, soba sauce is made by first preparing a base soup stock, then adding the flavor of choice to it. Can you tell us more? The flavoring is a blend of various spices and sauces, usually local to the area. When the blend is finished, you mix it into a soup stock. The soba stock would traditionally use kelp or dried bonito, to my knowledge. But there are many other bases you can use. Dried vegetables, mushrooms, sardines, and the like. Really anything goes, so long as it tastes good. So you can personalize the flavor of the soba that way, I see. But kelp and bonito don't appear to be common ingredients here. At least, I'm not particularly familiar with them. Probably bigger out in the east. I see. We can probably use stuff more common around here instead. So, what should we make the soup stock out of? Giovanna mentioned basil. Basil would work in a pinch, sure. But I'm thinking if we really want to make the soba pop, we should get something stronger. Seafood's a good bet. We'll just need something we can find around here. Shrimp, maybe? I think we can get some of that. As it so happens, some of our merchants do carry that. Shrimp is common in Eastern cuisine, so you should be able to find some from specialty merchants. I think I have some in my house, in fact. If you'd like it, you need only ask. Perfect. Hopefully we don't gotta raid your pantry, but if we do, we'll let you know. Nice, our ingredients are secured. Secured indeed. Mission accomplished. Thank you for your help, Mayor Wang. No, my pleasure. I see some wonderful soba in my future. Okay, that should be good enough. I think we have a good grasp on the subject now. So, do we go back to Giovanna's now? Actually, I think we're still missing something. Oh, and what would that be? A secret spice, that's what. Nothing wrong with sticking to the basics. But I say if we're making our own, we put a little spin on it. Something off the beaten path, Maybe something that grows around here. How about local plants? We could probably find some stuff down by the creek. I'm not sure what you mean, but you sound really confident about it. I trust you on this one. Cool. If we don't find anything, no biggie. So you want to go... Oh, you don't want to leave the village. You just meant, like, right over there. Sure. Oh, hey. I just came back from a little fishing trip. Did something happen? I hope it's not too dangerous outside the village now. Anyway, I'll be heading back to the capital tomorrow evening. Gotta make it the best of these local fishing spots while I've got time. Is there gonna be fishing in this game? There will. Absolutely. I've been back on the fishing train as of late. Some of my friends got me back into it. I decided to bike out here for some fresh air and fresh fish, and boy, did this place deliver.
I hope that bus makes it back safe and sound.
If something happens to it, it's just more work and Mira for us.
No boy.
Van, please don't wish for people's misfortune.
It is kind of part of his line of work, though. Of all times for monsters to crop up, though. And I keep hearing on the news about how there are fewer and fewer of them, and yet there they were. I never imagined I'd come face to face with one. Oh, right, I did remember to get in touch with the company about compensating you. Thank you? It's looking like they'll be working on the bus well after sundown. I can only hope they get it fixed in time. We were bound for Remiferia before we got derailed. We still have a ways to go after crossing the border. Driving at night's too dangerous. We'll have to wait until tomorrow to get back on the road. If we can stay the night here, at least. Sorry, can't talk much right now. Need to fix up the bus. Here. My apprentice, kinda. She's over at the factory. She can help you out if you need something. She's still learning, but you wouldn't know it looking at her. She can get your ordnance sorted out in a jiffy. I'd appreciate it, actually. It'd be nice for her to get some real-world experience. My factory's over around the back side of the church. My apprentice should be there running the store. She can help you. Oh, right, we got weapons, too. Just basic stuff, though. If you got a use for them, you can take that stuff off our hands. For free? Oh, we can't take the truck. I'm good, I swear. Just... never mind, it's nothing. Please pay me no mind. Huh? Thought he was giving me a funny look there. He seems quite on edge. Do you know him from somewhere? Never seen that guy in my life. Dude's a bit fishy, but we got bigger fish to fry. Let's leave him be for now. Why? Why are they out here? They can't be, can they? I don't want to cross them. He's not your average guy. Dude's rubbing me the wrong way. Sounds like he's got something to hide. I'll keep him in my peripheral. All right, that's gonna be something. Did you know that green-haired passenger, by chance? He really caught my eye. Where is he? The one who actually had a voice. It's not often you find a suave urban type like him around here. I wanted to chat with him, but he disappeared on me. Maybe Ron, I think it's probably Ron, over at the inn would know where he's gone. I'll have to ask when I get the chance. I wonder if there are more people like him in the big city. I can't wait to move there already. Wait for me, young, dashing yuppies, you. Okay. Creil Village has its own sort of charm, don't you think? I might as well take in the sights and sounds some more while we're stopped here. I don't really make plans when I travel. I like to just let things happen to me, so I don't mind the chance to learn about new people and places. Good? Oh, same thing. We did it! That's everything! Okay. I guess we'll talk to you quick. Just got back from a hunt, and I heard the news. You're telling me the monsters attacked the bus? A bus? Yeah, it was rolling by the village, and it just got jumped. We fought them off, though. No injuries to the passengers. Good, good. They were lucky to have you there. Something about that attack rubs me the wrong way. I noticed the monsters were acting all sorts of weird out on my hunts. Oh, you've seen them firsthand. What specifically was strange about them? So, I run into these pack of wolves around the village sometime, and I've noticed them getting a lot more territorial recently. I can't really call it violent or aggressive, though. It feels like something else. Some of the monsters are on edge. Nor otherwise acting up. That's what I'm noticing, yeah. It doesn't feel like anger, it feels like fear. I don't know what could be rattling them so hard, though. They hadn't been causing trouble until now. Y'all watch yourselves out there. Don't mean to nag ya, though. Doubt you need me to remind ya. Oh no, by all means, thank you for the warning. Take care on your hunts. So, Van, does that mean... Yeah, but we don't know for sure that the wolves that hounded the bus were acting that same way. All we know, it could have been something else. But that's a good guess, so let's keep it in mind. I want to get to the bottom of this myself. Doubt I need to tell you, but y'all be careful out there. Garland? Pup's been on edge lately. Right. Is there a creek over here? Why would I... Oh, there is. Oh, look at this right here. It's a weed or something. Is that even edible? I don't believe I've seen a plant like this before. Yeah, this here is what's called a fresh ingredient. City slickers, take note. They aren't common in the Central East, so I imagine you don't see any out there either. Took the plant by the stem and plucked it? Now, Far Eastern spice recipes call for wasabi. And while this ain't the same thing, it's still called mountain wasabi, and for good reason. Packs a hell of a kick. So yeah, this'll do just fine. You shred this up, grind it into a paste, and bam, winner. Instant winner. I see. So this is what raw horseradish looks like. Interesting. I love how we can't see it. So is it similar to other kinds of radishes? Oh boy, you don't want to eat this like other radishes, no. Might as well kiss your tongue to goodbye if you do. Is it really that strong? I'm not a picky eater, you know. I can take it. Now I'm eager to try horseradish and soba noodles both. I think that about does it then. Let's bring Giovanna up to speed. Right. I'm going to say before that in case I get it wrong, but we're going to do that. Then we're going to end, and in the next one, I'm going to try to go out here and see if we can get all those chests along the way. But regardless, we're going to move on with story after that. I do really like the vibe in this city, though. I didn't save. I just said I was going to save. Yo, we picked up on a lot of stuff from the villagers. Oh, thank you very much. If possible, I'd like to try and make another batch, and you can guide me as I'm making them. Would that work for you? Will this let me save? I don't want to ditch her. I don't know if this means hold on a minute or you're on your own, just pay me now, you know? Teacher. Sure thing. Thank you. Let's move to my kitchen. Oh, heavens, I forgot. My house is just a mess right now. I'm sorry. Could you give me just a minute to clean up? What timing if you're in need of a kitchen? Mine is ready and waiting? Oh. Mayor Wang. I thought I'd stop by and see how things were going. Good that I did. Best to strike while the iron's hot, no? You'd be welcome to use my kitchen instead of cleaning yours up first. No, thank you so much. I'll gladly accept. Let's head for the mayor's house then. I'll just need to stop by my house real quick to grab some cookware and ingredients. Sure, we'll help you carry whatever you need. This is getting really exciting. I do look forward to these noodles we'll make. Alright, what was the name of this quest? I don't remember. I'm just going... I'm going to just see what the... After I guess, I'm going to see what the answers are. Well, make yourself at home. My husband told me you'll be borrowing our kitchen. Help yourselves to whatever you might need. We'll be upstairs if you need anything. Don't hesitate to bug us if you run into trouble. I'm looking forward to seeing how your noodles come out. Thank you both so much. I promise they'll be worth the wait. Now then, we have the kitchen and we have the ingredients. All that's left is to put it all together. Do let me know if anything seems off to you. I'm counting on you. Sounds good. Glad to help. Oh, I can't wait. So, first and foremost, the dough. Remember that you can use 100% buckwheat, or you can substitute wheat to make a ratio of your choosing. Yeah. At the time, I figured, well, the more buckwheat, the merrier, so I just went all in on it, but it's hard to work with buckwheat, so not good for her as a beginner. So you went for 100%. I did, yes. Should we stick with 100% dough then? No. Buck the trend. All right, so really quick, I don't want to get this wrong, and I forgot to save, so that's on me. I'm just going to look it up, but not look at the... Well, I still want to guess, but I'm pretty much going to say she probably wants to go for a lower ratio, and I forgot what she said that she had a problem with on the spices, or on the sauce. I don't think that really matters as much, though. Do not go for 100%. That's guaranteed. Well, that's an effective guide. It just says option 2 for both. It doesn't say what the options are or anything. Good guide. Good guide. Thank you. Buck the trend. Not to be pushy, but I think the lower ratio would be better, like 80-20. Matona was telling me about how 100% dough is really tricky to work with. It dries out before you know it. So adding some standard wheat into the mix should help when you're kneading it. I see. Well, that does make sense. Let's go ahead and do 80% buckwheat then. Still might be a little rough. Now to knead it. Oh goodness, you're right. It's so much more hydrated than before. This is much easier. This should hold up better when I cut it. I think the ratio really was the secret. Smells good too. It looks great already. I'm excited to see the completed dish. Right, on to the sauce now. I think the stock was where I went wrong last time. I tried using basil and it didn't turn out very well. What would you recommend instead? Okay, well, this said use option 2, and yeah, I would have, based on what we learned, go with the shrimp, regardless. Let's try using shrimp this time. Mayor said he had some in his pantry. Don't imagine they'll have a problem with us borrowing some, long as we offer him a bowl. Shrimp? I see. Let's try that then. I'll go and find the shrimp for her. I'll keep an eye on the pot for when it starts boiling. They made themselves busy with the noodles. She's really just making herself at home with the group. Under their watchful eyes, the dish was finally assembled. Ooh. Ah, now this is superb. The smell alone makes my mouth water. These are proper soba noodles. I've never had them before, but they look scrumptious. I'm flattered. I couldn't have done it without all of your help. Now, let's see how it tastes, shall we? Hell yeah, man. I'm starving. Thank you for treating us. Thanks. They dug right in. Oh, wow. It tastes really funny, but in a good way. It's delicious. Can I have seconds, please? Oh, yeah. The hint of shrimp was within that earthy note from the buckwheat. That right there is a winner. 5 stars. I'd wolf them down again. Why? I can't eat for like 7 more hours. How dare you? I can really taste the natural flavors in this dish, and this is almost like a sample of the entire region. You mentioned this was a Far Eastern recipe. This stands out even among them. It's unlike anything I've eaten before. I really wasn't expecting the flavor profile to be so complex. It turned out simply wonderful. This does bring me back. The taste is always so comforting to me, no matter how long I go between bowls. I dare say you've mastered this recipe. Make sure you try some of the horseradish too, hey? It's freshly shredded, so it'll really lighten up your taste buds. Oh, good point. I might as well give it a try. I wonder how it might complement the noodles. You just told us just a little bit, right? I don't see the harm in adding a little more. I can take the spiciest of Central Eastern recipes, so this will be cake. All right, let's see it. What is that? It's not just spicy. I can't even taste the noodles anymore. Yeah. I really don't like that. I prefer the noodles by themselves. Goodness, this is strong indeed. I imagine that's to do with how fresh it is. It's acidic at first, but the aftertaste is quite pleasant. I can see the appeal. It's just an acquired taste. One I have not acquired yet. Don't like it myself. Yep, it's a very mature flavor. Not for the faint of heart, but once you try it, it hooks you. You don't like it, though. That ain't a problem. You can just have it as is, instead. The buckwheat's plenty flavorful as on its own. Why do I feel like I just lost a fight? Fan is quite the seasoned eater, isn't he? There's something admirable about it. Appetites thoroughly whetted, the group made quick work of the noodles. Thank you all so much. I'm glad I was able to do the recipe justice. Now I just need to practice it so that come festival time, it'll be even tastier. Looking forward to it. I'm glad I got to try Far Eastern cuisine for myself. This really was delicious. Thank you for the meal. Very much, Giovanna.
All in a day's work.
Love to see it.
2 SP?
Or deposited.
Money? Law. Just law. Actually, I would have given a little chaos because he told them to have the horseradish. Just add in an option there, like, how much do you want to, like, troll them into eating too much of it? That would have been chaos. Just free chaos points. I'm surprised they didn't do that. All right. Well, I'm going to end this here. God, every episode just ends up being 2 hours. It just seems to line up with the right spot at 2 hours. So maybe these ones will be a little longer, but I'm still shooting for an hour and a half. So some episodes, if it feels right, will just be an hour and a half. But so far, that hasn't happened. Either way, I'm going to end it here. In the next one, maybe immediately on to story, depending on... Actually, I can just find out now.
Oops, my fault.
Okay. Yeah. No, we're gonna move on with story, and then eventually I'm gonna go search there because there's a lot of chests on the map. So thanks for watching. Let me know if you like it, and I will see you in the next one.